Welcome, my darling pretties, to our Beyond the Dawn of Business podcast for pretty, empowered female entrepreneurs. It's time to step into your power, pretties. Lift each other, support the squad, and choose a life filled with the autonomy and freedom to live your dreams. I'm your host, Dawn Beth, owner and founder of Beyond the Dawn digital business brand and agency. My coffee is hot and my eyelashes are on, so we are ready to go. Hi everybody, welcome to this episode. Today I'm going to talk to you about my best-selling course, Audience Attraction, and why I'm closing it at the height of its popularity. This one might get a tad emotional, so I'm going to try not to burst into tears on this podcast because you don't need me crying in your ears, but it is really something that I think in terms of like being able to share with you guys from a business perspective could be really, really handy, not just for you when you're considering strategy of how other people do things, but also when you're considering the strategy of how you want to do things for yourself as well. When I started Audience Attraction years ago now, it came off the back of many of my clients coming to me and really wanting to understand how to create quality content, because it was at the height of social media kind of getting its buzz in terms of businesses really being able to create really good marketing for themselves, maybe for the first time ever. And it was really exciting, but it was one of those areas that if you haven't actually had any kind of formal training in it, or if you aren't a creative person kind of per se, doing lots of creative digital things as part of a hobby, it's actually a world that you just don't fully understand. And that was kind of what came of a lot of the conversations that were had at that time. And the first time I ran it as a bit of a challenge. And I think the second time I ran it as a small boot camp. I even did it as an in-person day, 8 hours of audience attraction all in one day. And it was hilarious. My laptop broke. There was loads of tech faults and we still got through it. It was amazing. It was one of the most fruitful days of my career. And I still remember it. It was a really big thing for me, being physically with people and being able to teach the audience attraction method with them in person, and it was wonderful. Now, one thing that really kind of resonated for me during that time was the opportunity to be able to present digital marketing textbook stuff and then futuristic ideas in terms of how we could actually do things differently from a different perspective. I'm very much interested in dropping bro marketeering, dropping the spammy stuff, dropping the cold calling, dropping the engagement pods, like all of these rubbish, horrible tactics for selling. We wanted to get rid of all of those and give people the opportunity to really kind of connect to what they want to offer in a positive way. And we did that, and we created this entire unique modality, this course that has transcended the word. It's not just a course, it's an experience. It's definitely something that gives you a crazy, crazy return on your emotional investment, as well as any financial or time investment that you put in. And the good thing about it is not just that it has been our signature course, not just that it has been our best-selling course, not that it has been by far and wide the thing that all of our clients rave about, whether we're in the room or not, which is lovely. It's also about the fact that it's actually transcended into something that has created a bit of social impact. It's not just about the way that we do our marketing now, it's about the way we treat people online digitally, the way we have these important relationships and connections that are built and stemmed on authenticity, but on kindness and respect, and the opportunity to actually get to know people and give people an opportunity to be known, which is so, so special to me. It's easy to show up with a mask on. It's not so easy to be your authentic self and give yourself the permission that you need to be who you truly are and attract who you truly deserve. And so many of us that have this kind of energy field around attracting things that we want, we also have people-pleasing tendencies. We also have feelings of self-doubt, of not being worthy. And we come from this space of maybe having an aura that will attract people who are unhealed, or will attract people who need help or are vulnerable. And sometimes that needs a bit of curating. We need to protect ourselves and figure out our messaging and figure out who we want to attract and how we help people who perhaps come at us with that kind of unhealed energy field, and how we can help them, but also not sink ourselves in the same process. Equally, to be able to uplift, inspire, and leave people much, much better than we found them. And that is what audience attraction has always been about. It's not just about attraction marketing, although the really tangible and productive things that are included in this course obviously go without saying and are well documented across the internet. But it's also about how you can connect your main purpose for your business throughout this particular experience. So why are we closing it down? We are still open for enrollment right now until 10 p.m. this evening. So why are we closing? 10 p.m. on the 6th of March 2023, we close forever on our live version of Audience Attraction. And we're doing that because it has become something that is so big, so vast, so deep, that we have to reevaluate how we're going to deliver this in the future, and it can no longer be the way that we have done it before. This is the last ever time that we're going to be able to present this much information in such an easy, tangible way for the business owner to be able to learn and take this on for themselves without having to be of like a highly qualified nature. At this accessible price point. It's just not possible to continue at this level. Every single year we make it bigger and bigger and bigger. It started off being an 8-hour, 8-module situation. This year we've got 15 modules and 6 ridiculous bonuses. And then on top of that, we'll be spending 2 days together in person at a content camp where we get a lot of content done, but we also have a lot of fun. We've got a wrap-up party as well, in-person events. It's all happening. It's really, really massive. It's really, really big. And this year, I really wanted to go out with a bang. So we have made sure that there is not one corner of our audience base that hasn't known that Audience Attraction is open, because we want to lovingly invite you to join us before you miss the boat forever, before you miss the boat for good. And that's because we want to impact positively as many of our pretties as humanly possible. And we have an opportunity to do that through this medium that just will not be available to you this time next year. It's never coming back out. We're not doing Audience Attraction live ever again. So this is the moment to join us and really, really kind of be part of something. Go out with a bang and be part of something incredibly special. And this is really important that I acknowledge that I'm walking away from something at its most popular point. At its highest value and its lowest investment, I am walking away from it. As a business owner, you may look at that and think to yourself, Dawn, you are crazy. How could you possibly build something up until this point and then turn around and say, this is the last time we're ever going to do it, when it could easily run for years and years and years and years and years, right? And it could. We could strip it down. We could make it into something else. We could turn it into a much lower value offer. But I cannot do that. It's against my core messaging. It's against my values. It's against my inner purpose to do that. I'm not going to strip this down and sell you a watered down version of it. Every single time somebody has purchased Audience Attraction, it has been a full, fat, meaty version of the course. It has been completely nutritional in every single value. I bombard you with an all-you-can-eat buffet of fabulousness that you get to pick and choose from, fill your plate, fill your boots with, and go away completely happy and satisfied, and sometimes needing a Christmas Day nap. But I don't have to do that. I could continue it. I could keep this product on the market. I could bring it back next year. I could water it down. I could give you a low-fat diet version or a light bite or a mini bite, but I'm not going to do that because this is something that is incredibly special. This is something that has always been such a fantastic medium. And what we're going to do with it in the future, I'm not quite sure. We're definitely never going to let the concept go because we know the concept works. We know the theory yields results for all of the people that have done audience attraction and implemented it. Even if they come back to me 2 years after, almost all of them are raving about the fundamental idea, that the switch in perspective, the difference in their businesses. And that's something I cannot put down. That's something that I won't put down. But Audience Attraction Live won't happen again. I am walking away from this model of the course. It may transform into something completely different, but it's not going to be available at this high value and at this lowest possible investment. And I'm talking lowest possible investment, not only financially, but also in time, because we give you a lot of value, a lot of information, and we make it really, really easy for you to implement it around all of your busy lives and your busy business. And that gets harder and harder to do when the wealth of information that's included continues to evolve and change and adapt every single year and gets bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. So it's really important to me that I kind of recognize that and I give that and I offer the opportunity for everybody to join us one last time on what has been and will be this year the most spectacular experience that teaches you how to truly connect to audience members, to attract the right audience, not just audiences of general public, but audiences that actually convert and buy and turn into raving loyal fans who are always ready to hear what you've got to say, who are ready to support what you have out. I mean, my alumni is a perfect example of what happens when you use your audience attraction method. It is something that's going to be huge. It is something that's going to align with everybody, and it is something that's going to give you something that you haven't got in your business right now, that once you've got it, you'll be able to use it forever. The return on your investment isn't measured in just finances. It's measured in years. I've got people who I did this with back in early 2019, late 2018, who now have businesses where they earn so much more, they work so much less, and they made the decision of the beautiful lifestyle they have today all those years ago when they chose to work with me on audience attraction. And it's not just about that. They have a viable product, they have a viable business, they're wonderful, wonderful people. They truly want to invest in their people. So ask yourself the question, like, do you just want a business for the sake of having a business? Or do you actually want to help people? Do you actually want to connect with people? Because if you do, this is the perfect medium for you to be able to learn how to do that effectively and to be able to do it forever in a way that really, really impacts your business like no other experience. And that is why I'm walking away from it, because it's big, it's huge. It means something. It's getting to be a bit of a glorious beast in the best possible way. And we love it. We have enjoyed every single moment. And I am going to make this year's cohort the biggest, the brightest. I'm going to have so much fun and I'm going to drag all of you with me. So if you haven't already joined us, please do. You have till 10 p.m. on the 6th of March 2023. We always get people literally when cart closes saying, oh, I didn't know about this, I would have bought this. We cannot let you in after that moment. That is when Audience Attraction Live closes forever. So I will make sure that all of the right links are in the description box. But that is the reason why we're walking away from audience attraction. That is the reason why at the height of this amazing thing, we're deciding to leave on a high, go out with a bang, and not be scared of the consequences of walking away from what has been and is our best selling and most profitable product on our product suite. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking to me, oh my goodness, Dawney, like that is scary. Just know that the evolution of your business will give you scary decisions and you will be able to make them. You will find what is right if you connect truly with what it is that you're doing and why you're here and who it is you want to help. you will find the answer to those difficult questions. I found the answer to this one. I feel 100% that this is the right thing to do. Right down in my core, I know it is. And you will know too. And that confidence, that inner confidence, comes from having a really good understanding of yourself, a really good understanding of your business, but most importantly, a really good understanding of your audience and a really good understanding of your clients. Until we speak again, have a fantastic day. I'm sending you a world of love. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. If you're loving our Pretty podcast, come on over to Social Pretties, our online safe house and sisterhood community. It's a safe space where female entrepreneurs connect and thrive in a warm, welcoming fold of pretty amazing women. You'll find an easy redirect in the description, and I can't wait to see you in there. And depending on where you're listening right now, we would love it if you would click subscribe or follow so that you can be the first to know when our new podcasts come out.